Okay, in all seriousness, I'm here to entertain people. I want you to come to my channel uh, to get for me to lift your spirits up. For when you're having a bad day, I'm the person you turn to lighten up the mood because I'm going through a lot. I've been through a lot in my life, and I like to bring the joy out in others just because I'm the spirits in pain. And something, well, y'all don't know this about me. I think I said it for those of you who've been subscribed to me for a long time. I suffer from depression from time to time. It's not consistent. But when I do suffer from depression, I have suicidal thoughts every time. Every time I get depressed, I think about killing myself. And that's something that's hard to do to say to people. And I remember when I went back to school a few years ago and I shared this with my class and everybody was just silent. Like when you bring that up about you want to kill yourself, the average person don't know what to say, don't know what to do. And I don't really like springing that on people, but it's something that I can't keep to myself all the time. And what happened with Etika, that was just like a wake-up call, because somebody once told me, they say if you really wanted to kill yourself, you would do it. And I even looked it up. That's not something you can just do right then and there. People with suicidal thoughts, suicidal tendencies, it takes years, months. You have that thought process and you're just not going to do it right away, and it takes time. And like I told my friend, because I just had a situation just yesterday where I was really on the edge and I was really considering taking my life. And I didn't have no one to talk to, no one who could understand. And I called one of my friends, text her first, asked her can she talk. So, and if you're watching this, I really appreciate you for being there for me, because you helped me out a lot. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be making this video right now. But I texted her asking can she talk. She wasn't available at the time, but she called me back. She called me. I explained to her what my situation was. She didn't know what to say, and at that point, I just needed somebody just to listen, because I told her I was scared because I was drunk. I was trying to drink my pain away, and I was at my breaking point where I was done. I was through. I was ready to do it. I felt like I didn't have anybody, and she didn't really have much to say because she didn't know what to say. But just her being on the phone, that just gave me like so much comfort, and it kind of like it eased the tension away. But I talked to somebody else earlier that day, and I didn't tell them about how I think about killing myself. I just told them that I was depressed, and they depressed too. Told me I should go out and walk. I mean, stuff the person told me I already done, and basically they tried to make it about themselves, and in the end result, they basically told me some shit that made the situation worse. Like, oh, you're not really going through this, you're just complaining, you're like, really their words was to push me. Their words pushed me to that edge where I really wanted to take my life even more than what I did prior to that, because I thought that was somebody who was my friend, and honestly they didn't give a fuck. And it would have been real fucked up if I really did take my life and they looked at their text and the last thing they sent me was some bullshit like, just have a nice life. I'm not dealing with you no more. So, like, the reasons for this video, and I'm sorry going on, but I just had to tell you about myself. Like, I suffer from it from time to time, and that's something that I hate. I start crying. Just like, I have kids. I have a son who I get to spend time with. I think about him, but you just get to that limit. Like, I grew up on Robin Williams, and look what happened to him. He was famous, had kids, took his life. I mean, Heath Ledger. There's many more people, you even not even famous people. Just like, I have a friend who I grew up with. He hung himself. And I'm just want to raise awareness for anybody that's watching this that knows or anybody that's watching this that's thinking about it, and anybody that's watching this that knows somebody who's thinking about it. When you interact with a person who's thinking about committing suicide, try to be the best person you can. Listen to them. Don't give them advice about what they should do, like, oh, I've been through this too. Like, just take time to listen, understand what that person is going through. Don't try to push them toward the edge. Be there for them. Even if they call you or want you to come by and y'all sitting on the phone for 3 hours, they're not saying nothing. Just because you're not saying nothing, you don't know what that's doing to that person's psyche. That person realizes that they do have somebody that care for them, because that's probably the number one reason. That's my reason sometimes. I feel like I have no one that cares about me. When you don't have that in your life, it fucks with your mind. Like, you don't feel like you're loved. What is your purpose on earth? I contemplate my own life, and I hate doing that. A lot of people out there does that too. So just try to be the best person you can be. And even if you are thinking about committing suicide, it's just try to think about, just have willpower. Just try to get over it. Think about what your life can be 5 years from now. If you work hard, strive towards your goals. And I don't like when people say, when you kill yourself, that you're taking the coward's way out. Fuck that. You don't know what people go through deep inside. Pain. That's what I have too. A lot of pain. I drink. My mom asked me, she said, do you need to go to rehab? Because every time I see you, you're just drinking and drinking. That's because all the pain that I'm dealing with, I try to drink my pain away. And I want to be, I'm not no alcoholic to the point where I'm waking up in the morning drinking. It has been like that. Like I say, even my depression is not consistent. But I do drink probably. Catch me on a week, I might drink like 3 days in a row. And just say I drink at night. I don't drink liquor either, or drink like malt beverages and wine, and just say I don't finish it at night. So when I wake up that next morning, I finish it off, and then I start thinking like, what the fuck am I doing? And I might just give it a rest for a week or 2 weeks. But it's just a lot of pain, a lot of stress, mostly because I feel like I'm alone, and I hate being alone. I've been alone for a long time now. I can control it. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. And it's just the circumstances and the people in my life that's making it worse. And that's for anybody else out there. I know people getting bullied. Some people kill themselves because they're getting bullied. Just like I say, most people, they contemplate their own life, and it shouldn't be like that. So I mean, like I said, just talk to people. Just be there for people. If you know anybody that's going through that, don't try to tell them, think you know their life. Just take time to listen. Don't tell, oh, you're saying it just because you giving up. Just don't do anything. Don't say anything that's gonna make it worse. Cause trust me, shit like that, words makes it worse. When you give them no hope. If I call somebody and tell them like, man, I'm thinking about killing myself. Oh, you just, why would you do that? You're not thinking about it. Like, don't do that. Just be there for a person. Like, I'm here for you. If you need somebody to talk to, whatever it takes, let's hang. Come on, I'm coming over. Come on, let me get your mind off of that. What can I do? What can you do to make your life better? Just try to be the best person you can be to that person, because the shit is serious. Because I know if I take my life, the same people who didn't give a fuck, they will. And that's fucked up that it takes somebody to take their life in order for the next person to realize that how much they cared about you. It shouldn't be like that. So if you know that person, show them that you care. Be there for them. And if you're dealing with suicide, I'm not telling you. I can give you advice because this is what I do. I think about the future. I think about the willpower. Like, I will have some good friends in my life. I will have a girlfriend who cares about me. I will have everything. I'll probably be a successful YouTuber. And I just think about that. But it's rough, man. And just depression alone, just dealing with that, it's not, it's something that I don't like, but it's a part of me. So I don't mean to bring anybody mood down, but I just had to get this off my chest, and hope it helps some people. I hope it helps people moving forward. And I'm here to talk, because if you're watching this, you're feeling like me, had the same visions or whatever, I'm here. You can talk to me. Send me a message. So, on that note, I'll catch y'all later.